Hello and welcome to day 17 of the Nerd³ Awards 2025. We are up in the corner of Octofinal 1. That's right, the Octofinals have begun, and this corner's quite a nice place to start because the initial rounds, I organised and I was like, this game versus this game, so it was a bit more apples to apples comparisons. And I think this is a nice jumping off one because these are both PlayStation 2 games, so it's a bit, apples to oranges. That's an alright comparison to make. And then as we go on to some of these other ones that have come together, I think it's going to be sort of apples versus small off-duty Czechoslovakian traffic wardens, and I'm not entirely sure what it is I'm going to do to compare them. But anyway, we start today with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 and Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, which is the game that I am moving forward to be the best game of 2025. My personal favourite game of 2025, which is it's a game that I want to go back to, which is a game that I want to... It's Tony Hawk's. I'm just going to say it now. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 is moving forwards. And the reason it's going to be Tony Hawk's over Metal Gear Solid Delta is because it's slightly more my kind of thing. I think they're both fantastic. I genuinely think they're both brilliant. They are two truly brilliant games. But I am a sucker for a smooth movement system, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is still the best movement system. I know, skate fans, you are wrong. You can't flick the right analog stick as accurately as you could just push square. It just is. It feels a bit more like a skateboard. No, it doesn't. You're just using your thumb. And then you've got Metal Gear Solid, which controls in its own special, unique, magic way that only Hideo Kojima thinks is what video games should be like. It's just him. Hideo Kojima's like, I think video games should be like this. And the entire games industry went, no. But it is a wonderful recreation of some fun they've got nice little extra little details and bits peppered in there. But for me, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, adding those, this is the thing that pushed it over. This is the thing, this is the little detail. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 went, look, I know some of you have been playing this since you were kids, so we're going to add like really hard missions. And if you're cool, you can beat the really hard missions. And I'm like, this is what I trained for. This is what I train. It's like if eating crisps became an Olympic event, right? I would be like, yeah, fuck me. It's me. Take me. Ready. So today, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 moves along. And then tomorrow, Jesus Christ, it's apples versus the Bolivian Navy doing maneuvers in the South Pacific. I'll see you then.